Hi, everybody. It's Saturday morning. We've got some mist, we've got some fog, we have some rain coming in later today, especially this evening as the front comes in right about dinner time and then into Sunday. The air behind this weekend cold front initially comes down from the Gulf of Alaska, then it kind of blends in with this cold Arctic air mass that's starting to filtrate down over Canada. Behind me, this temperature map is next Tuesday, and a particular note is this big purple area, which just screams cold, right? So here's the center of the Arctic air mass. You get over the upper Rockies, the Dakotas, down to Nebraska and parts of Kansas. Daytime temperatures will be roughly a good 20 degrees below average in some areas. And notice how this air mass, see the purple colors spill into parts of Oregon and Washington. It's this cold that we think next Monday overnight, or maybe not until Tuesday morning, starts to ignite cold east winds, and that will help usher in this cold air over Oregon and Washington. And by the way, sometimes we get east winds. If you don't live in East County or you don't live near the gorge, you don't get them. But the gradient pulling this cold air in should mean everybody gets some gusty winds, at least in the 25 to 35 mile per hour category next Tuesday daytime. Windy areas could be 40 or better. And then those winds start to ease a little bit on Wednesday if you're away from the gorge, and should slowly get out of here on Thursday. But it's this cold air that I really want to talk about. And by the way, I wrote up an article on this and posted it under my weather headlines. So if you go to the hamburger menu in the top right of the desktop site or the weather headlines on the app, this is the first article you'll find. Arctic air mass to bring near record cold. So let me just read some of this. So below, this is the American GFS air mass map on Tuesday, which I talked about. We talked about the cold air, so you can read more about that. And then this is the main, what they call blended American model of the GFS. It's the main 7-day forecast model that forecasters in the United States, including myself, lean the most heavily on for the day-to-day temperatures. And what I write in this article, if you notice the bottom line of this graphic, I'll read them if you can't see them. I think you can see it. So this is the dew point, DBT. And if you go to Tuesday morning, which will be 12Z Tuesday morning, that's London time, you see a dew point of 22. And then Wednesday morning, we wake up to a dew point of 11. And Thursday morning, a dew point of 18. And my point is, these dew points, all I want you to know is the dew point is kind of a barometer of what the potential low temperature could be. Now, we're going to have clear skies. So you think, wow, could we actually get down to the dew point, or at least maybe 5 degrees above? So, Wednesday morning, if we were 5 degrees above the dew point, it's 11. But now remember, east winds are going to be blowing. Those east winds don't allow the air to settle, so it actually keeps the overnight temperatures up. And I talk about this in this article. But clearly, depending on east winds, we're cold enough to at least be well down to the 20s. And if you get down to the low to mid-20s, you're in record territory this time of the year. And if you fast forward to Friday morning, dew point of 27. Thursday morning or Thursday night into Friday morning is the first batch of moisture. So this air comes in with dry air. Tuesday it's dry, we're just talking about cold. Wednesday it's dry, we're just talking about cold. But Thursday overnight into Friday morning, there's potentially, not all models show this, but potentially there's some moisture coming in as the atmosphere tries to warm up. And that, with temperatures potentially around 30 or 32 or even colder, would be some snow that could stick on the valley floor. That's in a Friday morning. It doesn't look like it'd be a major event. And whatever we would get Friday morning would melt during the day as south winds take over and temperatures warm and everything transitions into rain. And then by the time we get to Saturday of next week, it looks like a big Pacific front coming in with tons of moisture and a real soaker, maybe the biggest soaker in terms of rain, with snow levels back to Cascade Passes that we've seen in a while. So anyway, you can read all of that on my headline article. And again, it's Arctic air mass to bring near record cold. And then, of course, what you're probably most interested in, all right, oh, that's really cool stuff, but what is the actual 7-day forecast, right? So this is for Portland. And remember, for Portland, I'm assuming that we're going to have east winds. So I've got the temperature somewhat elevated at night. But here we go. The rain picking up later today to tonight, Sunday, 46. Washington's birthday, President's Day on Monday, 44 degrees, rain showers. And then the cold air starts to come in Monday overnight, especially in the Tuesdays, the east winds start to blow. We could have cloudy skies Tuesday morning, which will hold the temperatures up a bit. And then we clear out during the day. And then our first real cold morning comes our way on Wednesday with a low of 26 degrees. And then Thursday potentially is well down to the 20s as well. And again, if you don't have any wind by, say, Thursday morning, or your winds start to let up Wednesday morning, you'll be closer to 20 degrees. And again, you can read my 7-day text on that. As always, I like to remind you who my sponsors are. They really make it possible for me to invest in the computer work that it takes to operate a website and the fees I have to keep this website online. So Hazeldale Tire Pros, wonderfully nice people, locally owned. I've been using them for 20 years, basically. And they're on Highway 99 up here. If you live in Clark County, definitely worth the visit to have them for all your tire needs. Great people. All right, 5 minutes have gone by. I'll talk to you soon as we keep an eye on how cold it could get next week.